Have you ever started a watercolor painting and the colors were just beautiful, vivid, and amazing, but then as it dried, they started to fade? Or maybe just the opposite, you've got too much color and you need to take a little bit out of there? This exact subject came up in today's beginning watercolor class, so I thought I should make a video about it. And make sure that you stay around till the end because I have a giveaway for you. So let's go take a look. All right, we're going to work with two different colors here. You got a purple one that I'm going to use for the section that is, let's pretend it's going to be too light. So just on dry paper with paint that is about the consistency of tea. So good body, but not, too much, not too thick. I'm going to do a square of color. Right, there we go. And then we're going to leave that be and come down here. And then the lower section is going to be a beautiful blue. And that is what we're going to think of as being too dark when we're done, and how to fix both of these, because these are problems that come up in class all the time. And a lot of people, especially people brand new to watercolors, think it's just a one and done deal. You put on the paint, you paint the thing, and then you're done. But we have tons of layers in watercolor, so this might be neat for you to see, and it might be new to you. You may not know that this is the case. So let's go ahead and let this dry, and we'll come back and fix them up. Oh, and before we go, take note of how light this is and how dark this is. And when it's dry, you're going to see it will lighten. Watercolor paint fades or lightens as it dries. It's just a natural thing. It's what happens. So in a second, you're going to see it dry, and it'll be a lot lighter than what it is now. Okay, there we go. It's all dry. Can you see the difference? It has lost some of its dark value there, so it's a little bit lighter. And I cannot tell you how many times I hear in class that people are so excited to see the beautiful, vibrant color, but then when it's dry, they're like, oh man, it's so light. So here's how you fix it. Go back into that same color, or you know what? It could be a different color. Maybe you're trying to layer different colors, but for this, we're just going to do the same color. And all you're going to do is just another layer. This is sometimes called a glaze or a wash. So we're just going to do half of it, and you'll be able to see the difference. And you can build. If you let these dry in between layers, you can build up as a lot of layers. Sometimes I've done as many as 6 or 8 layers, depending on what I need. And you just want to make sure you don't have really, really thick, milky paint for it. You need a thinner wash or a thinner layer to build up with. And let's go down here to this one. Let's say some part of this is too dark for you. Maybe it's a water and you want to bring out a highlight of maybe a wave or a white cap, or if it was a flower petal and you want to bring highlight into it, you're just going to take a brush. Really doesn't matter which one, I guess, depending on how large of an area you want to lift. If you just want a little skinny line, use a smaller brush, but we're just using this number 8. So you have a damp brush. It's not dripping wet, but it's damp. And let's just take out some color. So I'm kind of just painting or agitating the paint with my brush, and with a Kleenex, you blot, and you can see I've already lifted a little bit out of there. So what if I were to keep going? Maybe I want to lift out a lot more. Kind of have to work it a little bit. Some people like to use a stiffer brush, like a kind of a hog hair stiff bristle brush, because that gives you scrubbing power, but you need to be careful because watercolor paper can only take so much scrubbing. If you're using a really good paper, 100% cotton paper, it is more durable and you can lift better without damaging the paper. But really, I don't want to go over this more than maybe a couple times with my brush. If I have to lift more, I would let it dry in between. So let's do one last thing up here on the dark. Let's let that dry again and see what it looks like with a third layer, in case you want it even darker than that. Okay, it's all dry. What would it look like with a third layer? So here's our same color again, and I'm just going to do a portion of it. So now you'll see 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers, and you can see I'm building up the dark. If I continue to go over that with my brush, though, I'm kind of agitating or disrupting the paint color that's already underneath it, and I don't want to lift that. So I'm careful. I just do a couple brush strokes and then I'm done. And one last thing before we're done with this video, you might like layering another color. So here's our blue over the top of that purple. It's kind of a beautiful look. And you can really get a lot of nuances in your color if you're willing to layer various colors. So if you like this and you want to learn more, comment foundation and I'll send you a free video. And my supply list of things that all the art supplies I've loved over the last 25 years of painting, and the video that will help you instantly get better results from your painting. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.